This is something I realized over the last year or over the last 2 years. As I got stronger, as I got faster, as I became more of a man, as I found more purpose in my life, the more I did these things, the more people would test me. My family would test me. My friends would test me. Random people that I spoke to, they would test me. And the more of a man you become, the more people will test you because they want to see if you really are the person that you're portraying or if that image is fake and you're just a fake man. People will test you just because they want to see if you're really the person that you're portraying or if you're faking it, especially as a man. You will be tested so much more as you change your habits, as you change the way you speak to people, as your appearance changes, as your voice changes. You'll be tested a lot more because people want to see if you're truly the man that you portray yourself as, if you're truly the person that you seem to be. And if you fail that test, you know what happens? They think to themselves, they're not going to say this out loud most likely, but subconsciously they're going to think, no, he's not there. That's just the image he's putting up. It's not actually him. He's not. So the reason you're going to get tested is mainly they're going to test to see if you are the alpha male. They're going to test to see, is he really the alpha or is he just an alpha in disguise? And he's actually a beta. And they don't talk about this. A lot of people don't talk about this, but this is primal stuff. They're going to test to see if you are the true alpha male or if you're just another beta that's acting like an alpha. That's going to get easily pushed around because the reason this is important is because if you allow yourself to be pushed around in life, people aren't going to be able to trust you to protect them. However, if you are the alpha male, you're going to do what you know is right. You're going to be decisive and you're going to make the decisions and you're going to make the right decisions. And if you can't be trusted to make those decisions, if you can't make those decisions themselves, how can you be trusted to lead the pack, to protect the pack? That's why it is in our instincts to test the alpha male. It's to see constantly if he is the best fit for that position. And if he fails the test too often, or if he fails some of the tests, there's going to be other people who want to take the spot. And of course, this is primal. And it's subconscious, so it happens in a different way now. But the idea and the concept is still the same. Obviously, no one's thinking, yeah, he's the alpha male. Oh, he's the, no one's thinking that. But it's primal. There's always, within a group, there's always a leader. And that leader is constantly tested. Because if he can't lead effectively, then what does that mean for the group, the pack? If we go back 100,000 years and we have that same group, what does it mean for the group if he can't lead effectively? It means that group knows he might put them in danger. So what are they going to do? They're going to test him. And if he fails, someone else is going to take that spot and the leader will be pushed down. So as you become more of a man in life, as you become more of a leader, as you grow, as you start fulfilling that role, that alpha role, you become more of a role model. You make more friends. People like to speak to you more. As you do all these things, you think it's going to be easier. It's actually a lot harder to pass all of these tests. For example, if you're with a group of friends, some guy walks up to you and he starts testing you. For example, someone that's testing you might be like, he acts all friendly. He's some random guy you don't even know. And he's around your size, around your build. And he walks up to you and he starts talking to you. And then he's joking around, ha 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 ha. And then he puts his hand on you. He touches you. Nothing bad. He just touches you. He's like, ha 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 ha. And he pats you on the back or something and you're joking around with him. And then he starts making kind of like offensive jokes. He makes offensive jokes about you in the group. And then if you're still at that point joking around with him, he's testing you and you've already failed that first test. So he's going to keep going. And then he's going to be laughing, touching you. And then he's making jokes about your mom. He's making jokes about the group you're in. And if you're still laughing at that point, you failed that test too. And then the next test. Now he's messing around with you. And he's like, he says something and then he touches you in the ear. He's like, and he like touches your face like this or something. And I'm sure you can relate to this. This has probably happened to you. Not in this exact same way, but he's testing you. And if you let that happen without yelling at him, he knows his place in your place now. And that's how you'll be tested. So in this situation, how do you react? As soon as he offends you and says something you don't like, you tell him. You project your voice and you tell him. And as soon as he touches you, even if it's here in the back, or maybe let's say you didn't think he was testing you and he touched you, which you shouldn't have let him touch you in the first place, some random guy. But as soon as he goes to touch like your face, your ear, or somewhere you're not comfortable with, you need to yell, get back, don't touch me, get back. You need to yell, project your voice. Because if you allow this, or if you allow it and you don't say anything, like you're not loud, you're like, bro, don't touch me, or he still put you in the beta. And at that point, you're almost like his object. You're pretty much his object. if you let this happen. This is how you'll be tested. And not all people are like this. It's weird because it's just a psychological thing that he's probably not even thinking about it. He's just probably thinking he's messing with you and stuff. And he's doing that to test you. So a lot of people think in that situation, oh, play it cool, you know, yeah, he touched me, but I'm not scared of him. In the wild, what would the true alpha male do? If he's with a group, he's with his group of males and he sees someone he doesn't know and he's acting all friendly, but you can tell there's something wrong. And then he goes to touch you in the ear or in the face. He would yell. He wouldn't let that happen, because if he did, then that's pretty much signifying that that group is his now. So that's just something to think about. The next time you're out and you're going out, you will be tested, especially as you become more of a man. You will be tested, especially if you're going out in social events like drinking, stuff like that. You will be tested in everything. You will be tested. So you have to know how to react, and don't just let stuff like that happen to you. Your friends will test you. Your family will test you. They'll see if they can push you to go against your true desires too. They'll see if they can still control you and influence you to do something that you truly don't believe you should.